fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I am here to kit down my Alice in the Sea of Tears. I will stick a picture of the artwork over there, and once I get done putting away all of my drills, I will show you the completed canvas. So I still have not updated my storage. I'm working on it. I have to wait until I have time to drive into the big city near us so that I can try and find another box that is the same size. This one is larger than the photo boxes, but still not quite big enough for what I want to do. And so I think I have everything figured out, stickers, bags, all of that, dividers and everything. I just need another box. And so we'll see how that goes. And then I almost dropped this one today. Well, I did drop it. Luckily, the lid stayed on it, but everything was kind of all over the place and I had to put it back in. So that was just another signal to me that I need to get it done. So I am going to be dekitting kind of in reverse today, because that's how it goes. So 3860, 3808, 38, let's see, 37, 64, 09, and 14. Okay, so 60, 61, I guess 3864 is my latest, my biggest number. So this was a round kit. I actually really enjoyed this kit. It felt a little rushed because I hadn't really intended on doing this kit right now. I ended up doing this as part of the Alice in a Winter Wonderland event. There's a drill stuck in the back here. How on earth did it even get? Look, can you see it in there? Is that? Oh, and it's broken. Never noticed that before. Wonder if that's why it's stuck in there. Well, it's going to stay because it's not bothering me. So anyway, this was kind of just a spur of the moment. Ooh, this event came up and I have a canvas for it. So I'm just going to jump in and do it as a way to kind of, again, work down my stash. So we'll see how that goes. I have another event that I'm going to be doing in March, which is the Chuck-along. In the meantime, until that starts, I am also going to be working on a Dreamer Designs canvas because I have not done one of theirs before. I unboxed it a while ago, so I'll stick a link up there so you can check that out. It's called Cottage on the Water. It is another round, so I'm hoping it goes pretty fast because I do want to kind of get it done. I'm probably not going to get it finished because it is kind of a large canvas. I'm not going to get it finished before the Chuck-along, but I would like to at least get a good chunk of it finished so that I don't feel bad about kind of pausing it while I work on my Chuck Pinson for the Chuck-along. So, and I've kind of had something kind of rolling around in my brain, so let me ask you guys what you think. I will be unboxing my Chuck Pinson so that you guys can see the canvas that I'm going to be doing for the event. And again, you know, I say I'm doing it for the event. I'm just doing it because I know they do Chuck-alongs in March. I'm not going to actually enter for prizes or any of that kind of stuff. I'm just doing it because I have a canvas that goes along with the event and, you know, I'll participate in that way. However, I do have a second Chuck Pinson that I bought from Dreamer Designs called The Colors of Life that I originally purchased because I wanted to do a Chuck Pinson. And I happened to be on Dreamer Designs and I was buying canvases for other things. And I thought, well, I think it was a buy two, get one free kind of thing. And so I got that third canvas for free, and I just thought, well, I'll get this one, and then, you know, when the chuck along rolls around, I'll use it. And then after I purchased it, I found a chuck pinson that I liked better, so I'm not probably going to be doing that one. Now, I could leave it in my stash until I just get around to it, but honestly, I bought it because I wanted a chuck pinson to do, and it was the one at the time that I liked the best. However, the other one that I found I like much more. And once I've kind of done the one I'm intending to do for the event, I doubt seriously that I will ever do the other one. So my thought was, would anyone be interested if I did a giveaway for the with my other chuck pinson? Now, again, I feel bad because it would have to be US only. I would spend more than the kit is worth shipping it to international people. So I debated whether I wanted to do a giveaway on YouTube, whether I wanted to just put something on my Facebook page and do like a little comment here thing, if I wanted to do that in the Facebook group. So I haven't quite decided. So if you're interested, kind of let me know your thoughts. What seems to be the most, like, I want to be fair, but again, I can't afford to ship it internationally. So it would be US only. And I just did a US only giveaway of the storage, so I feel kind of bad doing another US only giveaway, but you know, it kind of is what it is. And so I don't know what to do. So give me some feedback, you guys. What would you like to see? If you're interested in the event, you know, are you planning on doing it? Would you like to do the event, but you haven't because you don't have a chuck pinson canvas? Are you not doing it because you've already done chuck along? You know, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I'd just kind of be interested to know everybody's thoughts on that. Did I just put that in the wrong one? $37.99. Nope, that's the right one. Okay. That $37.99 and $37.79 always mess me up. So, okay, $37.87. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the chuck along. I am still working on my ruler thing, although I'm getting close to being done. I think I'm going to test a couple more canvases, and then I'm going to call it good, and I will show you guys my results. I am still working on kind of figuring out like prices for budgets versus budget companies versus kind of more higher end premier diamond painting companies to see if there's a real difference in price. So far, from what I've found, there isn't a huge difference. I mean, you're talking fractions of pennies in some instances, so I just don't know that. Well, I'll share with you my findings, but anyway, so I'm working on that. And then what else was I working on? Oh, and I do have more things to report on. Where's 3770? Did I miss that one? Yes. More things to report on resin versus acrylic. So we'll see about that when I get to that point. So yeah, have lots of things coming up that I will be kind of sharing with you guys. So stay tuned. So I missed one there, so that can just go in the trash. Okay, 3731. 3731. And so, yeah, I just kind of have a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And unfortunately, I've gotten some other things that I've unboxed that may be getting added to my stash. So my stash is going the wrong direction, but we'll see how that turns out. I did also just mail out a bunch of random acts of kindness. So if you signed up at the end of last year, there should be some of those going out. And as well, I have packaged up some other ones, so I will be sending some more out soon. I just haven't got that far yet. I got to make another run to the post office, and I just haven't done that yet. So those will be going out. Okay, 3371. You guys, when I dropped this and kind of all that stuff went flying, I was like, oh man. And there's a lot of little pieces of plastic or something in there. Got stuck. Okay. So forgot to pull the sticker off. Okay. 3350. Might be getting close to being done with this box. And then I can set it down and pull out the other 4 that have all of my special drill or my spare drill storage. That's another thing I need to get going on is my Heaven and Earth designs. I need to unbox those so I can share those with you guys. 3347. Because I need to figure out what I'm doing as far as buying drills. I want to order my custom. I think I've picked out the picture that I'm going to use, or at least one of them, because I may order more than one custom. I kind of want to see how much it costs and the quality of it first, and then if it's as good as I hope it's going to be, then I may order additional ones. So kind of waiting to see on that. Okay, 3023 and 24. Okay, so those are in the next box. So let me put this one away, and then I will get the next one out. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, 3024. Find that. I've been working on my stickers and things for updating all of this, so I'm excited. I kind of have all the pieces together. I just have to make sure that I find the box that has the size that I need, which is also the thing that necessitates me going into town, which is why it's taking forever, because it's just not that easy to get into town sometimes. So 3023. Okay. So let me talk a little bit about the Alice canvas. So it is, there's one stuck in the back there. Can I pull this out? I don't like to pull these out. Oh, it just went flying, so I think it went under my table. I'll definitely need a vacuum in here later. It is listed as a 56 by 74. Now, interestingly, I had never measured my diamond painting or Diamond Art Club canvases before. So it did actually measure 56 across, but it only measured 73.5 centimeters. However, it was 22 by 29. So I don't know if that they round up and that's why the 74, even though it was only 73.5. But I had never really measured it before, and so that was interesting. But it is a full round. It had 60 colors, and 2 of those were ABs. Now, I did do a couple of substitutions, which I will show you when I show you the canvas. Come on, get out of there. Just because I was trying to do some stuff and make it look a little fancier. I just wanted to do some kind of little changes to it. And I have decided, I've had a couple of canvases where I've made a few kind of small changes, but not anything really big. So I think I've finally just decided that, you know, I don't know what I'm worried about. Like a lot of these kits, I'm not going to be displaying them anyway. I mean, I'm just literally doing them because I enjoy diamond painting. If someone likes it, like I have several kits that my oldest, after I've gotten done with it, has said, hey, I like that one. Can I have that one? And so it ends up getting framed. But a lot of them, I have not gone into the canvas working on it with the intention of, you know, framing it and displaying it and whatnot. So I decided after looking at this one and working on it and kind of making the changes that I wanted to make, that I think I was initially kind of hesitant because I didn't want to mess it up. But, you know, again, I'm not going to be displaying it, and I'm sure I make mistakes in other places. So if I make a mistake because I'm, you know, changing things, is that really that big of a deal? It really probably isn't. So what am I worried about? Like, I should just go for it, is what I decided. So on some of my next canvases, I need to get better about kind of pre-planning it. Other than my Diana, I haven't really pre-planned some of the changes that I've made to the canvases. I've just kind of, as I've gone along, thought, oh, I think I would rather do this here or whatever. And so it's not really been something that's been kind of planned out. So in that respect, I need to do a better job of kind of looking at the canvas before I start and kind of planning out what changes I'm going to make and what I want to do. Guys, I'm just getting this everywhere today. So I'm going to look at that with my Dreamer designs that I'm getting ready to start and see if there's anything that I kind of want to just right off the bat, okay, I want to do this. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. So I've got 905 and this box only goes to 907. So let me switch these boxes out. Trying to work from the back here to the front because that just actually works better for the way that I'm having to store things right now. So, which is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. Okay. What did I do? This is the wrong box. Okay, hang on. Because I can't keep straight how I've got them stored even in my little area right here to figure out which ones I need to do next. Okay, this is the right box. Okay. So I ordered this canvas back in June of last year, and she's been hanging around since then because, you know, again, I'll just see a canvas that I like, but then it just kind of is like, well, I've got other things I want to do first. I'd rather focus on this one. And it kind of always seems too like, you know, I'll buy it and then it's like, well, yes, I like it, but I'd rather do this other one first. And so I end up focusing on, and then it's just a pattern that repeats. You know, I would buy 2 or 3 canvases at once and focus on whichever one of those 3 I wanted to do. And then the other 2 would just keep getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back as I bought new things, because I would rather work on those new things than, you know, whatever it was that had come in previously. So, like, my original intention at the beginning of the year was to do a different Diamond Art Club and have that be the Diamond Art Club that I did for my Big 10. But then the Alice event came along and I was like, oh, I really want to do that one. And this is an excuse that will motivate me to, you know, get that canvas out of my inventory. So let me go ahead and do that. And then meantime, the original canvas that I had intended to do once again gets pushed back to kind of the back of the line because now I have other things planned that I want to do. So it just is kind of a vicious circle sometimes. So, but, you know, they're all going to get done eventually, whether by me or someone else. So, because I do still have a couple of canvases that I purchased with the intent of doing giveaways from them or with them. So, you know, at some point I will probably be doing some additional giveaways for those. And I have a couple of ideas for an event that I want to do myself. And I'm trying to decide kind of how I want to do the event, how I want to run it, you know, what I want to do for prizes, if I want to do prizes, which I think I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to use prizes that I purchased myself rather than buying or asking, you know, vendors that sell other diamond painting things to, you know, participate and donate or whatever. I think I'm just going to take care of it myself, at least this first time. And then if I decide the event is good enough and it works out well enough that I want to do it again, it's actually something I want to do. Well, I was going to do it as one event, and then I decided maybe I would split it into two. So we'll see how that goes as well, because trying to kind of run an event for the first time is kind of overwhelming. Trying to figure out, well, what things do I need to do, and, you know, how does it all get to put together? So I considered just doing one where it was like, I called it an event, but there was really like no prizes or anything. It was more just like a participation kind of thing. But then I decided that having, you know, prizes and stuff would probably make it more fun. So I just haven't quite decided on all the details yet, but I will be sharing as soon as I do. So, and I will probably be sharing on my Facebook group and my Facebook page before I share with anybody else. So if you have not followed my Facebook page, you can find the link for it in the description box below. You can also find a link for my Facebook group. I would love if you would join that. I would love to get kind of a more robust communications going as far as that goes. Even though I'm not on Facebook a lot, I'm trying to be better about that so that, you know, I can get some more interaction going with people, because I would love to see, you know, what you guys are working on, what you're doing, or just what your thoughts are about, you know, diamond painting, life in general, whatever. So yeah. Anyway, I got sidetracked again. I was telling you about the Alice canvas. Okay, so I told you how many colors it had. Let's see, 803. I started it on the 21st of January, and I finished it on the 8th of February. So I did meet the end date for the event because it runs through February 14th. So I did manage to finish before then. I was proud of myself for that because I didn't think that I would make it. I thought that I would be still working on it when the end rolled around, and I managed to finish it. So I was happy about that. There's an escape drill. So, okay. 783. And it took me about a little over 38 hours. So I was happy about that because that's 38 hours now that I can add to my hour count that I'm keeping. I thought it was kind of funny because my Treasure Studios art that I did was also right around 38 hours. So I thought that was kind of funny. I'll wait and see if my Dreamer Designs ends up being 38 hours as well. It is. Alice was bigger than my Treasure Studios art, so they took about the same amount of time. Alice was round where the Treasure Studios art was square. Now, my Dreamer Designs is bigger than both of those canvases, but it is a round, so I'm hoping it goes a bit faster. 762. Ooh, that one is completely full, so I'm just going to dump 762 straight into my trash because I don't think I can fit any more in that bag. And there's 2 hangers on. Okay. Okay, so that's empty. Let me set my trash aside. Okay, 758. Got a couple more colors, and then I think I'm going to be switching over to the next box. there's another one that's stuck in there. Oh, there's two stuck in there. No wonder. Oh, there they go. I was going to push them out with a pin, but they fell out. So I will say I like the drills. I mean, it's a Diamond Art Club, but still, the drills were really good quality. And it was a fun kit to do. I enjoyed it. It was probably not one I would have done right away. It wouldn't have been one of the first ones on my list. But I did enjoy it. And one of the nice things about it was it's kind of got little pictures within a picture. So, you know, there was Alice herself, of course, and there was the doorknob kind of off to one side, and there was, you know, the octopus and the little treasure chest and her teacup, and of course the Cheshire Cat and the cute little grumpy cloud. So there were like little diamond paintings within the diamond painting for you to do, which was nice. So that made it go a little bit faster. There's drills stuck in there. Get that out of there. Okay. I think that's what I need to clean off. Okay. And then that is it for this box. So let me put this box away and get out the other one. Okay. Now, I did have a couple of things that I didn't like. I guess really just one thing that I didn't like about this particular canvas, and that is that it had guide circles. And while they weren't super annoying on some of the colors, in the bottom part of the picture where the ocean was and where a lot of the darker colors were, in order to make the symbols clearer, they made the backgrounds of them white. So, for example, I'm trying to see if I've got one here. So, for example, this dark color, that was an O. So they've got the square with the dark color, but then so that you could see the O, they've got this white circle with the O in it, which essentially means if you don't place the drills exactly right, then you've got white showing through in this dark section of the canvas. And so I spent quite a bit of time kind of fussing with some of the drills because they weren't placed perfectly. And, you know, while I'm not overly concerned with that, it was just really apparent in some places because the white show through. And it was one of those things where it also depended on the angle that you were looking at. So, you know, if I was looking at it from the bottom up where I was working on the canvas, then it wouldn't be apparent. But when I walked around and viewed it from the opposite edge, like I worked from the bottom to the top, but if I looked from top to bottom, then I would see places where I could see white that weren't apparent from the bottom. And so I just felt like it made me spend a lot more time kind of fussing with the drills than I wanted to. So that part of it was a little annoying. Other than that, and I mean, the fact that they did that made the symbols easy to see. It's just that then like I said, I just ended up fussing with them a lot more than I wanted to because I didn't want any of the white to show through. I think I did okay with that. So, okay. So there's that one. I'm getting close to being done dekitting all of these. Okay, $4.98. I may not have very many colors in this box. The rest of them may all be in the last box of spares. Get out of there. And then I can show you the canvas and kind of show you the few changes that I made. Let's see. Okay, so none of those are in this box, so I've got to get my last box. So hang on one second while I switch these out again. And then put this last box up here. Okay, 436. Oops, let me move that out of the way. It's a little too close to me. So, okay. 436. And then 435. Knock on wood, so far I haven't put any of the round drills in the square bag. Okay, 435. Because that would be something I would do, because I've done it before. So I'm trying to be careful about it this time. Okay, then 434. These stickers are coming off very nicely though, so I am very appreciative about that. Love that. Saves me a step of having to kind of clean up any leftover adhesive that gets left on them, so that's nice. Okay, 434, and then I need 415. Is that one? Okay, I thought that one was going to be kind of full and I wouldn't have any room, but I do, so that's good. Okay, 415 and 414. Let me pull these out of here. Okay. It's one of the reasons I like using these Elizabeth Wards, because I feel like my kit downs go so much faster because I can just kind of dump and pour. Same with the bottles. That's one of the reasons I like the bottles as well, because it's just easier to kind of pour everything into the bag from these kind of containers. I am probably spilling more with these than I would with the bottles, but I love the Elizabeth Ward just because it gives me the ability to be modular and kind of pick out the pieces that I want to use instead of forcing me to kind of have them all be the same if that doesn't work out for, you know, this was a darker painting, so I had a lot of darker colors and I had a lot of those colors interspersed with some pretty, there were some pretty corals and pinks and pretty colors in here, so that part was nice. Okay, 334. How many of these do I have left? About 12 colors left, maybe? A little less. 334. I can't wait for you guys to see the canvas because I think she turned out so well. Okay, 327. Definitely need to figure out my storage though. This particular box is getting too full. So I need to kind of revamp some stuff, obviously. I just have been hanging on and kind of avoiding it because I wanted to wait until I had everything ready to go, and that's taking a whole lot longer than I wanted it to. So there have been a couple of times I've almost just gone ahead and ordered some stuff so that it would come directly to my house. I didn't have to wait on trying to make a trip into town, but I'm also trying to watch my diamond painting budget this year. So, and we have some changes going on in our household. My oldest has found, ooh, that bag is completely full. So this one is going to get dumped in my trash as well. This is actually a color that works out well anyway. This is a color, you can see all the drills sticking to the sides here. I put it in the wrong place, so then I had to pick off a bunch of drills because my husband was watching television and we were having a conversation and I was paying more attention to the conversation than I was my diamond painting. And I put a pretty large section of drills in the wrong spot because I was filling in the wrong symbol. So then I had to pick them all off and it was not fun. Got one stuck in the corner back here that doesn't want to come out. And then I've got one stuck down here, kind of in the side, because they've got adhesive on the bottom. So then they just wanted to stick to everything and they would kind of clump together when I would pour them out. to put them on the canvas, which was annoying. So, okay, 317. That one is full as well. So these are also going to get dumped in my trash. Okay. It's like a little piece hanging around in there. Okay. Then 312. Okay. So these I definitely want to save. And then, I have some 310s, but I'm pretty sure my 310 is full to bulging. So yeah, so these are just going to get dumped in trash as well. I probably should get like a big Ziploc bag for 310s because of course a ton of canvases are going to use those. But I just haven't done it yet. Oops, and see, I almost grabbed the squares and put them in there, but I didn't. I need the circles. Okay. Down to these last 3 colors. Oh, and 2 of them are ABs, so I'm almost done with the actual colors because these last 2 are ABs. And I'm going to need to go look up my little conversion chart to see what color those actually are, because those are Diamond Art Club's numbers, not the actual DMCs. So I need the actual DMCs so I can put those away. So I'm not going to put those away. The white I can figure out, but I've got to go back and pull out that box now. And I'm not sure what the DMC is of number 1, so I will wait. Okay, so let me at least put this box out of the way. And then I will show you my trash. And then we can talk about the canvas itself. So let me pull my trash over here. I really had very little trash for as big as the canvas was, so that's nice. And a lot of these are in the trash simply because they were the wrong color. But you can see I do have some little hangers on kind of tabs. There's this one little geode in here. I've got some like this one that are the malformed ones. Those are all kind of stuck together, but they're all the wrong size. That one has some stuff hanging off the edge. That one is a malformed one. So yeah, and some of these are in here because there were, like this one, I'm pretty sure it was an AB, but the AB coating had come off, so I ended up kind of throwing that away. So yeah, not too much trash for the size of the canvas, so I'm happy with that. So I'll put all of that in my trash and get that out of the way. I am going to kind of clear things off so that I can get the canvas because it is rather large, so I can show you guys the canvas. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. And here you can see Alice all laid out. So I had to kind of rearrange things so I could get her all on the table because she's too big for the way that I normally film. So hopefully you can see everything here. So you can see here at the bottom, it's got all of the under the sea kind of stuff. It's got this key, there's the chest with all the cards coming up, and then the octopus wearing the Mad Hatter's hat. So I pretty much kept the bottom of the canvas the way it was intended. I really only made 2 small changes, and they're in the Cheshire Cat. So I considered making a couple of changes elsewhere. I actually had intended to make some changes in the snake, but I actually got done with it before I realized it. I was diamond painting one night while my husband was watching TV, and once I got to that section, I was actually working on it upside down, and I didn't realize that I was diamond painting the snake until I was done with it. So But you can see down here in the key, or at least I hope you can see, there's some ABs. There's a lot of ABs here in the teacup, little gold accents, some gold accents on the door, some white accents in her hair and her bow, in the teacup. There's a few down here in the cards. So I pretty much kept the canvas as is. There are some kind of confetti heavy areas, but there was also a lot of multi-placing, the background of the sky and some of the stuff in the sea. Even though there is quite a few different colors, there was enough, like all of the little kelp and everything down here at the bottom, the seaweed. Even though it seems kind of confetti heavy, it was actually felt more like multi-placing. So I felt like most of it went really fast. And there's some really cool colors. I love this kind of cotton candy bubblegum pink color. I think that and the teals just make for a really nice color palette. Um, and so, yeah, I just thought she was a lot of fun. Now, the two changes that I did make, and I'm going to move you guys here. So hopefully I'm not going to uh, make anyone sick moving the camera, but I just want to move up here to the Cheshire Cat. And let's see if I can get close enough that you guys can see. So what I did was I just substituted in his smile. Instead of using the white, I actually substituted the white ABs. And then in his eyes, you can see I put in a crystal for kind of the red in his eyes rather than the color that was called for. The original color that was called for was kind of this darker pink right here. And I just kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. So I ended up sticking those crystals in there. And then again, I added the white ABs to his smile. But I think it turned out really well. I'm really happy with it. So let me zoom you, get you guys in a little bit closer so you can see some of my drill work. And yeah, okay. Let me back up here so I'm not making anyone sick, hopefully. Okay. So yeah, those were just the two changes that I made in the Cheshire Cat. Other than that, I kept it pretty much the same. And yeah, I think she turned out really well. Let me put you back in the stand here so you're not jiggling. Okay. So again, I'm really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I don't think I have a whole lot more to say about it. So she will definitely be going in my portfolio. I think she's too big for my 18 by 24 portfolio. So she's going to be going in my TV size portfolio. But yeah, so another one that I can mark down as out of my stash and completed. So, and I made it before the cutoff date for the event. So I'm calling this canvas a win-win. So there you go, guys. My kit down and finish of Alice in the Sea of Tears. If you like this video, before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.